Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another book review. I just read, this actually seems like the penultimate volume of the series ATWQ, but from the way that Snicket speaks at the very last page, it sort of isn't. I know that's sort of a contradiction on my part, kind of an oxymoron, but if you've read the previous ATWQs, then you have kind of a feeling this is where it was going to lead, and we're revealed as to the identity of Hangfire, which is groundbreaking, I think. Unfortunately, a beloved character is murdered, I know. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to say who it is. It's not who you think. A lot of things in the book are absolutely wonderful. For instance, all these illustrations and the thistle of the valley, and that's the train that Lemony boards to solve this murder that's taken place. And spoiler alert again, Theodora is actually convicted of murdering somebody, and it wasn't Theodora. We finally have the answer as to what her S stands for in her name. I'm not going to say what that is, because again, that would be a terrible, terrible disservice to any reader of Lemony Snicket's books. And this is absolutely magnificent. It is a enthralling book full of mystery and intrigue and suspense, and of course a lot of laconic humor that you've come to expect from Mr. Snicket. And it just seems like if this is indeed the last of the ATWQs, it's a very fitting end. And it's kind of sad in a way at the very last page. And you just feel a sense of, should I say, melancholy about it, even though it's really not sorrowful in the context. It's actually got tinges of hope, I do believe, if I could say that. And I know that series of unfortunate events, actually, it was the same way. It was that dark humor, that black humor, and although it was very fraught with danger and peril, you still had the characters coming out at the end. You knew that the characters would survive one way or another through their innovative measures. And Lemony is, the character Lemony himself is very intrepid. And he's tenacious. And he's determined. And even though other people, especially well-meaning adults, tell him, well, you're just not doing it right, and you should know better, and you should mind your own business, and he knows that he can't do that. He has to discover exactly why this is all taking place. His curiosity drives him on, and that's what I love about this series. And it's classic noir, and it's just absolutely tremendous and typical Snicket style, and that sarcasm and backbiting humor, and the puns are just absolutely tremendous and very witty and hilarious. And there were points and times where I was just going along and reading something, and something would catch me off guard, and I would laugh out loud, literally, and people would look at me like, why are you laughing? Isn't that funny? Really? Yeah, it's, the type of humor that you've come to expect, a very British humor. And it's just, it met all my expectations, and I think it's the best of the ATWQs. I'm just sad to say that this is supposedly what I think is the end. I think that Lemony will write other books. I hope he will, because he's brilliant, and he's a genius, and he's very creative, and he's an idol of mine. But that's all I have to say about ATWQ and all the characters that we've come to love, Moxie and Ellington and Theodora, even though Theodora's kind of, she's an interesting character. You love to hate her at first, but as things resolve, you come to have more of a sense of empathy with her, and it's revealed as to why. I'm not going to say exactly what unfolds in this particular book, but if you read it, then you'll understand what I'm coming to. But I give it 5 stars and 2 thumbs way up. It's absolutely spectacular. It is sensational, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it.